Greetings, literature enthusiasts. Today we delve into the timeless classic of Mice and Men written by the Nobel laureate John Steinbeck. This poignant tale, centered around the lives of two displaced ranch workers, George Knowlton and Lennie Small, is set during the Great Depression. A story that explores themes of friendship, dreams, isolation, and the harsh reality of the American dream of Mice and Men offers a profound and moving reading experience. Of Mice and Men begins by introducing us to two itinerant ranch workers, George Knowlton, an intelligent, quick-witted man, and Lennie Small, a large, physically strong man with the mental capabilities of a child. They are on their way to a new job at a ranch in Soledad, California, after fleeing their previous job in Weed due to a misunderstood incident involving Lennie. George and Lennie are not just co-workers but friends, bound by a common dream to own a piece of land where they can live off the fat of the land, grow their own crops, and raise rabbits, which Lennie is particularly fond of. Upon reaching the ranch, they meet several characters: Candy, an elderly, one-handed ranch hand, and his aging dog; Curly, the boss's aggressive son with a newly wedded wife, known only as Curly's wife, who is desperately lonely and constantly seeks the men's attention; Slim, the wise and respected mule driver; and Crooks, a black stable hand, isolated due to his race. Throughout their time on the ranch, the characters' interactions amplify the prevalent themes of loneliness and dreams. George and Lennie, despite their friendship, carry their own burdens of isolation. George is often frustrated by Lennie's inability to remember things, and Lennie is always anxious about upsetting George. Candy, after his old dog is put down by Carlson, another ranch hand, due to old age and disability, becomes a part of George and Lennie's dream of owning land, offering his life savings to contribute in hope of escaping his loneliness. Curly's wife is often dismissed or shunned by the men on the ranch, her presence perceived as trouble. Despite her flirtatious nature, she too is desperately lonely and dreams of a life as an actress, away from her controlling husband. Crooks, the only black character in the book, also suffers from harsh isolation due to the racial prejudice of the time, making him bitter and cynical. The climax of the narrative arrives when Lennie accidentally kills Curly's wife. In a moment of innocent conversation in the barn, Lennie, who loves petting soft things, tries to stroke her hair. When she protests, Lennie panics, and in his attempt to quieten her, ends up breaking her neck. Fearful of George's reaction and the ensuing consequences, Lennie runs away to a hiding spot near the Salinas River that George had previously designated for emergencies. Upon discovering the tragedy, the men at the ranch form a lynch mob, spearheaded by a vengeful Curly, to hunt down Lennie. George, in an act of mercy and to spare Lennie a brutal death at the hands of the mob, finds Lennie first. After reminiscing about their shared dream one last time to calm Lennie, George shoots his friend in the back of the head, a tragic mirroring of the mercy killing of Candy's dog earlier in the narrative. Of Mice and Men is a powerful exploration of human relationships and societal conditions during the Great Depression. Steinbeck masterfully brings to life the harsh realities of the era and the elusive nature of the American dream. His portrayal of the marginalized characters like Lennie, Candy, Curly's wife, and Crooks gives us an insight into the society that deemed them unfit and left them at its fringes. The relationship between George and Lennie represents an uncommon bond of friendship in an environment defined by loneliness. Steinbeck illustrates through their dreams and hopes how shared aspirations can forge deep bonds, but he also reveals how these dreams remain fragile in the face of a harsh and indifferent world. The novel also illustrates the effects of loneliness and isolation, which each character experiences in different forms. From the racial isolation of Crooks to the social isolation of Curly's wife and the fear of aging and being deemed useless like Candy, Steinbeck uses these characters to highlight the varying degrees of solitude. The ending, although tragic, speaks volumes about George's character. His decision to end Lennie's life himself raises moral questions about mercy, loyalty, and our responsibilities to the ones we love. George's act is a mercy killing, aimed at sparing his friend from a more gruesome death, but it also brings a crushing end to their shared dream, signifying the defeat of their pursuit of the American dream. In conclusion, Of Mice and Men is a heart-rending tale of friendship, dreams, and the often cruel realities of life. It invites us to reflect upon the societal constructs of its time and our own, encouraging empathy and understanding towards those on the fringes of society. With Steinbeck's profound insights into human nature and societal conditions, Of Mice and Men is indeed a timeless classic, one that continues to resonate with readers to this day. We hope you've enjoyed this detailed walkthrough of Mice and Men. To continue exploring the world of literature with us, do consider subscribing to our channel. Until our next literary journey, farewell and keep turning the pages.